Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna Turi and I am a registered behavior technician in the state of Florida. Today I have another storytime video for you guys. I actually really enjoyed doing my last one and I thought I would share with you all why I became a registered behavior technician in the first place, why I got into the ABA field, why. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about me and what brought us all here together today, please keep on watching. But really quickly, before we get started, do not forget to hit the like button as well as to subscribe to my channel and maybe even go ahead and turn on notifications so that you and I, Also, quick update for all of you guys that have been booking sessions with me. Thank you so much. I have had so much fun talking to you. I know I always say that, but it's true. I went through the same process. I've been there. I've been in your shoes, and when I went through my own process, it took me so much effort to try and get all of my questions answered, to try and get to the next step. Even getting from A to B was like, I had to fight for answers and questions and contact people that I didn't know and harass everyone basically, just to figure out how to get through this. And I know that navigating this entire process is challenging, which is why I want to help. And it's really why I started the whole channel to begin with. But there are some of you that have more than just one question, and I can't just comment. I wish I could. I wish I physically could, but I can't. It's way too much information. So let's go ahead and sit down and let's chat. Even if you just have questions regarding the field in general, if you're hesitant about if this is something you want to do, go ahead and we can chat. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description box for you guys to go ahead and book there with me. Weekends for me are the best time, but I also have weeknights, week evenings available. So go ahead and do that, guys, but let's go ahead and get into the story time. Okay, so when I was reflecting on my life, I was trying to think of where my love and my passion for children with developmental disabilities, where it all started, and I've traced it all the way in, starting in middle school. And it wasn't like I was aware of this. I never knew that I'd liked to spend time with children that have these different disabilities, but I was always very comfortable with them, and I would go out of my way to approach them and to talk to them, to learn about them. Some of them were nonverbal, and I would, talk to usually because it's in a school setting, and there were therapists there too, which is super strange because I didn't know anything about this, right? So I'm in middle school, 12, 13 years old. So I actually I was friends with one of the therapists, I was 13, but the therapist was there every day too. So I didn't know what she was. I was always curious, but I was always a very shy kid too, so I was never gonna ask her what it was she did with my classmate. But I always had love for these children, and I had no idea. And even if they were in my same grade, it wasn't like they were younger than me or anything. I remember in 7th grade there was a new student, and he was nonverbal, and I would play catch with him in the hallways sometimes. They would pass the ball back and forth. Not everyone is comfortable for some reason being with people that have these developmental disabilities, and it might just be because of lack of information on their part. They don't know much, so maybe they're just uncomfortable. I don't know, but I was never there. I was never that person. It just came to me. It was just natural, and I know that I felt my classmates were like, what is Anna doing, not telling me to stop, but it was just a little she's the only person that will, that's passing ball with this. And did I care? I did not care. They could have said whatever they wanted, and I was so at peace. So it definitely started in middle school, but I started to realize that this was something that really touched my heart. Like, you know, I was able to understand that this was more than just me spending time with these children. In high school, I moved from Colorado. I grew up in Colorado, so all that middle school stuff was in Colorado. And then in high school, I moved here to Miami, and the same thing happened. So I got really lucky. Someone in my class asked me, because I was brand new here, I had no friends, I knew nobody, if I wanted to come with him to come check out Best Buddies. If you don't know, Best Buddies is a club that they have in a lot of high schools around the country, where you get to partner up with a fellow peer that is in this special needs group and spend time with them. And they hold a lot of different events, so like Halloween events and dances and parties. Oh my gosh, so much fun. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was totally up for it. I was excited to go. So I went with him. I loved it. I was like, yes, this is something I want to do. I joined the club, but it's the beginning of the club and I still don't have a buddy yet. It's the beginning of the school year, so they didn't start the buddying process yet. But in lunchtime, there was a young man, his name is Mikey, and Mikey would go around the cafeteria, and Mikey is high functioning with autism, and he would go around the cafeteria and he has many gifts. He does, but one of his many gifts is he remembers birthdays, and he can also tell you what day your birthday is going to fall on. So he would go around the cafeteria, some days, not all days, and he would ask people, he would talk to people that he already knew, and people were very kind to him, very friendly. Mikey, super social guy. He would walk around and ask everyone for their birthdays, and I was obviously a new kid, and one day he came to my table and he asked me for my birthday, and so I told him my birthday, and he never forgot it. He doesn't forget the birthday, he doesn't forget your name, and from there I kind of tried to seek out Mikey myself, because that's just something I've always done my whole life. I'm like seeking a relationship with them. I joined Best Buddies. Michael was in Best Buddies, and I put him as my number one for who I wanted as my buddy. I really wanted Michael. I was like, please, Michael. And I even actually went up to him like, Michael, I really want you. Please, if you have no one else in mind, I wouldn't mind being your buddy. And sorry. Guess who's here? It's so bright. 1 second, guys. Like, I kissed her right there. You can see. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Yeah, so I told Mikey, maybe I cheated. I probably wasn't supposed to tell them who I wanted, but I cheated. I wanted him that badly. And Michael put me as his pick, and he was my buddy. And I can tell you today that Michael is the reason that I do what I do. He is the most incredible, fantastic, wonderful young man. Getting a little emotional, sorry. So basically, I always knew that this was something that I was comfortable with. But Michael brought out the love in me. Like, I wanted to spend time with him. I would come over and to his house, spend time with him and his family. His family's fantastic. We have a great relationship. We would go out and we would go mini golfing and go to restaurants and just do things that buddies would do. I would help him with homework that he had, play video games, board games. We spent a lot of time together, and he is the reason that I do what I do today. When it comes to these children, I am not the same person, okay? I am not someone completely different, because I'm still a nice person, but they do something to me that nothing or no one else can do. And I like that feeling. So that's why I'm here doing what I do. So I already knew that this was something I liked to do. And one day I was talking to Michael's mom. I was about to graduate already high school, and I was trying to, talk to her, and I was telling her, this is something that I was interested in. And she explained to me that Michael has ABA therapists come to the house and they work with him. I was like, what does that mean? You know, I knew that I didn't want to do special education in the school system. That's not something that I've ever been interested in, but that intrigued me definitely, to be a therapist and to come over to like the house and to work with them that way, one-on-one. I really like that it's just one-on-one. She told me that that was a really good route, so I looked into it, and here we are, folks. I looked into it and here we are, and you know, pretty quick video here, but it's just, I feel so blessed because some people can, you know, they go through, oh my God, sorry. Some people can go through their whole life and, you know, still seek to find something that makes their heart, like, you know, the Grinch, the scene in the Grinch where like his heart grows. Yeah, that happened to me in high school. Like, thank God, because now I just feel like that I'm on the right path. And if any of you guys can relate to me and how I feel about these children, and don't hesitate any longer, just do it, guys. The fact that we change lives, I mean, if that doesn't get you motivated, I don't know what will, okay? Because we change lives. My job is to change behaviors. That is why I'm here, and that is why I do what I do, and all the passion I have has even led me to help you guys, because the more of us that there are out there, the more help we're giving to them, and that is all I want. That is my goal here. Anyways, sorry that my voice got a little cracky. I'm sorry, I apologize, but we're good, no problem. Thank you guys so much for watching this short little video on why I became a RBT. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Till next time.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.